Welcome again to my YouTube channel. It's me, your lactation consultant, Alona. I'm here again to talk about breastfeeding problem, okay? It's been, the New Year's passed at ito'y, it's been probably mga 2 to 3 weeks na may mga nagme-message sa akin regarding a repeat video about the bottle feeding and the breastfeeding problem. Dahil marami sa inyo ang nagtatanong sa akin na paano ba talaga mapadali yung training ni baby on how to either to fall in love with your breast again or to fall in love with the bottle na because you're going back to work. So, ang transition kalimitan ang isa sa pinaka mahirap na gawin ng mga nanay at tatay when it comes to bottle feeding or switching from bottle to the breast or switching from breast to the bottle. So isa-isahin ko ito ngayon dahil I know I made this video a few months ago or a year ago about the transition process, kung paano ba talaga mapadali yung pag-transition ni baby when it comes to feeding. So, ang baby, natuturuan natin in a slowly, patiently process, okay? May mga baby talaga na pahihirapan ka talaga when it comes to transition. So, isa-isahin ko ngayon ito para kung sino man kayo ngayon na really planning na ita-transition niyo si baby because probably in 6 months you're planning to go back to work, or probably within a year, you're gonna be going back to work, or gusto nyo lang talaga na gusto nyo i-mix feeding sa baby para medyo makapagpahinga man lang kayo and you have a little bit of freedom when it comes to feeding. So, it's a very slow process na kailangan nyo talagang iplano at kailangan nyo talagang, kung may plano kayo, let's say, 6 months from, a month from now or 2 months from now, babalik kayo sa work. You need to plan ahead. You need to make sure na nandun yung mga gamit na kailangan mo. Number 1, okay? If you're going back to work and you want to transition this baby from your breast to the bottle, when I use on yung nipple ko, okay? So my bottle nipple, okay? So if you want to transition this, make sure that you all have prepared. So again, if you haven't watched my videos on what bottle to choose, what type of nipple to choose, go back later and watch that video because it's very important. May mga nanay na bili ng bili, pero mali yung binibili. Kaya nagsasayang lang kayo ng pera because I know mahal yung mga bote na minsan nabibili mo sa mga department stores. So again, prepare. You need to have the right breastfeeding tool at the right feeding tools that you want to use. If you want to use, kung baby is older na, kaya nang mag-sippy cup, use a sippy cup. Kung gusto mo lang na i-bote si baby, use a bote, but the right bote, the right nipple, the right size, and etc. etc. So, when you are planning to transition your baby from your breast to the bottle because you're going back to work, unti-unti nyo nang simulan ng mga maybe 2 months or a month before you go back to work, okay? The reason for that, may mga baby na pahihirapan ka talaga when it comes to transition, okay? Number 1, yung mga struggling babies na they were born maliliit, they were born premature, ngayon lumaki na sila, and then you're going back to work, ito yung minsan may hirapan kayong mag-transition, okay? Because again, their development is not as fast as compared to those baby who were born matured, who were born full term, okay? So medyo behind yung growth and development nila, at also minsan naapektuhan din yung pag-transition mo when it comes to from the breast to the bottle. So ano yung best technique na tinuturo ko sa mga pasyente ko sa aking breastfeeding clinic? Okay? Once you know na may goal ka na, may plan ka na, then slowly try it. So what you gonna do? So when you are breastfeeding right now, at alam mong nakapag-dede na si baby maybe mga 5 minutes, 10 minutes, pero may na i-pump ka, na i-store kang milk in a bottle, take the baby out. Take the baby out, okay? Take the baby out, and you can put the bottle, the baby, iti-train mo na si baby doon sa bottle. So, may natira ka pang gatas, right? So, huwag mong hayaan yung milk mo na hindi ma-fully empty. Kasi, when you go back to work at lagi mong hindi ini-empty yung breast mo, bumababa at bumababa yung supply mo. So, because you're training this baby to fall in love with your bottle, so, unless the baby, dahil nakadede na siya 5 minutes, change it to the bottle. Okay, change it to the bottle. Kung okay si baby na nagtitake pa rin siya sa bottle, then you can pump your breast, take that milk out, and stash it. Store it, okay? Store it dahil kailangan mo yun. Now, kung si baby ay ayaw sa bote, doon sa time na yun, it's okay. Breastfeed again, latched again. You may be doing this for days. You may be doing this for weeks. And some moms have been doing this one for even months. Na hindi pa rin talaga natututo si baby on its own na mag-latch sa bote. So, it's okay, but you're doing it little step at a time. Now, another thing na yun ang ginagawa, switch and bait ang tawag nun, breastfeed and then bote. Breastfeed and then bote. Do that one kahit sasabihin mong 100 times mo ginagawa araw-araw. It's a tiring process, but to be honest, yun yung isa sa mga processes na tinuturo ko sa aking breastfeeding clinic, na slowly yung mga anak nyo matututong mag-transition, okay? Now, another trick that I use, instead of this bote, okay, let's say you're breastfeeding, alam mong busog na si baby, nagbe-breastfeed ka na, let the baby suck your finger. Either your little finger or your index finger, kailangan maghugas ng kamay, okay? Kung talagang ikaw yung nanay na masyado kang maano sa mga germs, so wear gloves. You can wear disposable gloves. Let the baby suck your finger. Okay. Tinitrain mo si baby kung anong feeling while sucking doon sa finger. Okay? Isang process din yon. So, when the baby is starting to fall in love, the bottle or the finger, lalo na pag alam mo na busog si baby, okay? Pag gutom na gutom si baby, wag mong tiisin si baby na hindi magdidede, okay? Kung nandiyan ka, padede. Another trick that I use when it comes to moving transition, the process, when it comes to feeding time, ulitin ko ito, okay? When it comes to feeding time, umalis ka. Magtapos ka sa kwarto or go somewhere else. Ibigay mo yung bote doon sa mother-in-law mo or eldest son mo or whoever or si tatay ba, si tatay ang mag-feed ng baby. Umalis ka, pumunta ka sa CR, pumunta ka sa during feeding time, kasi every time makikita ka ng baby mo, naaamoy ka because of your milk. Babies have very sensitive smell when it comes to the smell of our milk. Kaya every time iiyak si baby at nakikita ka, naglilet down yung milk mo because again, napaka-sensitive natin, lalo na yung hormone natin, still wacky after we give birth. So, hide away. Go away. Punta ka, mag-grocery ka. Siyempre, the consequences of this is, iiyak talaga to. Iiyak talaga to because the baby is looking for you, the baby is looking for your breast. Tiisin mo, nanay. As long as alam mo, nanay, na ang baby mo healthy, walang sakit si baby mo, yung baby mo hindi naman sobrang gutom to the point na na-dehydrate na. So, yung crying na yon is looking for you. A cry that looking for you. A cry that looking for that soothing feeling pag nagsasap. Normal po yun if you're just only starting this process, okay? Masakit isipin. Yes, I feel you. Masakit isipin na nakikita mong nahirapan yung baby mo mag-transition. As long as alam mo in your heart na hindi sobrang gutom ang baby mo. Kung hindi mo talaga matiis at you're not going back to work first, do it again. Do the process again. Go to step 1 again na tinuturo ko sa inyo. You may be doing this for, again, days, weeks, maybe even months before you go back to work. Ganun po kahirap mag-transition. The same thing when you're doing transition from the bottle to the breast, okay? Because again, nakasanayan na ni baby. It's called preference. It's not confusion, okay? There's a term nipple confusion. At may video ako nito. You have to watch this, okay? There's a term nipple confusion and there's a term nipple preference. Ang nade-develop ni baby ngayon is nipple preference. Mali po yung sinasabi na nipple confusion. Iyon kalimitang ginagamit ng mga healthcare providers natin. Wala po yun sa research. Kaya, again, I'm telling you, the most evidence, latest research na kailangan yung malaman dahil marami kayong nababasa, marami kayong naririnig, at maraming maling na ituturo din. Kaya kailangan natin ituwid yun, okay? Hindi nakakapag-develop ng nipple confusion si baby sa murang edad ng bata na to based on psychological research, okay? Hindi po. It's called nipple preference, okay? So, watch that video again. At you can ask your doctor, okay? Ask your doctor, totoo ba? And then, let your doctor watch this from the perspective of a lactation consultant. Yun po ang tinuturo namin sa mga pasyente namin because we studied it, we learned it, and that's the right information that we give sa aming mga patients na dapat tamang ituturo natin. Okay? Kaya ako ginagawa itong breastfeeding video na to as a lactation consultant dahil alam kong mahirap maghanap ng lactation consultant sa Philippines. I know it because I have so many nurses asking me on how to become a lactation consultant. Dahil iba pa rin ang turo pag breastfeeding educator as compared to us lactation consultant who studied for years to be a lactation consultant. So kaya libre itong knowledge na binibigay ko sa inyo. So it's time for you to share this. Like this video. Continue to subscribe dahil alam kong marami akong maitutulong sa inyo as a lactation consultant because you don't get this information that I'm sharing sa atin ngayon because of the lack of resources that we have. At alam kong maraming gumagaya sa akin. Just make sure, inuulit ko to, just make sure that you're giving the right information na hindi nyo sinisira yung mga knowledge na sinishare ko sa ating mga kababayan dyan, okay, na nangangailangan ng breastfeeding consultation, okay? Again, the transition is not easy, but start as early as you can. Kung ano yung tinuturo ko, you can message me privately in my Facebook account, Alona Forche, and I'll help you to go through the process para you're gonna go back to work na maging peaceful kayo at wala kayong worries about your baby. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something from this video. Again, kailangan ko ang tulong ninyo to continue to subscribe me and follow this journey because kung wala kayong mga viewers sa akin at hindi kayo nagtatanong and you have no concerns at wala kayong mga ideas na i-share sa akin, then hindi maging successful itong YouTube channel ko na magpabibigay ng mga knowledge about breastfeeding, pregnancy, and education. So thanks again. Every 2 to 3 days may mga video kayo na mapapanood from me about pregnancy, nanay, about babies, about education, about your research, kung may mga assignment yung mga anak nyo. Bye for now. Thanks again.